Hello and welcome to Rep Sports. I'm Gargi Raut. And joining me for this show is Devashish Sen, Shubha and Chakrabarti. We're of course in Mumbai. Behind us, you can't see because of these leaves, but behind us is the Marine Drive, the beautiful Arabian Ocean. We've got a nice view this morning, but it is in the evening where all the action will finally start here at the 1KD. Before we get to talking about the technical parts of the game, what will be the playing 11? Will there be any changes? How do you look at the contest? Shubha, and I read your piece about the hotel demand. All hotels around this area are running at capacity. Tell us more about that. I read the piece, but I want you to tell the viewers.
I was going through booking.com and I wrote 50,000, 40,000, but it has increased since last night. Today it's going at around 60, 65,000. The luxury hotels I'm talking about, be it the Nariman Point or the Intercontinental here, or every hotel through the Marine Drive. Uh, each and every hotel is packed, and of course it's a sold out affair. Wankede, such a high octane clash never it's not going to be empty at all. So yeah, demand is sky high. People have traveled all the way from across different parts of the country. So it's going to be a good game, pressure game for both the teams. A repeat of it's the third time actually India and England will face in the semi-finals of the T20 World Cup 2022. England defeated us in Adelaide, 10 wicket win. Alex Hales and Josh Butler's record partnership then. 2024, Rohit Sharma's iconic knock against England. We won there, and now it's time for another repeat hat trick of semi-finals between India and England. So yeah, going to be a good game definitely. So let's see what happens.
Okay, I've got a huge supply of mics here. Everyone is giving me a mic.
Mic supplier.
But Devashish, before we get to talking about the contest and all, which we will for the next 2 days, but I was also thinking about the experience at Chepauk, the experience at Eden Gardens, and unfortunately you weren't there at the Chepauk. But Shubha, and I was looking back on the hospitality. A lot of people had told me. And the number one advice that I got was before coming to the stadium, don't eat anything because they will make sure that you eat a lot of good food. And Chepauk lived up to its hype. Kolkata as well, there was this one experience in the press box where I told you, right, they had those
Goal.
kachoris. And
Oh,
no,
kachori.
kachoris.
Goal and Jhalmuri.
Chalmuri.
Jhalmuri was
Yeah,
there.
was there in the press box. So they welcomed us with the goal. And then later they had a live Jhalmuri station throughout the match.
Nice.
So, and then I had this experience in the dining room where they had those kachoris, which was awfully too heavy for me. So I asked, "Do you have chapatis?" And the man said, "We don't have it, but I can get it made, or I can go downstairs and possibly get it from the broadcasters, whatever." Catering or something. So I was very hesitant and I said, "Nahi, chhod do, bhaiya, koi baat nahi." He was like, "No, no, no, it'll take 2 minutes." I said, "Okay." And he ran downstairs and came back with two chapatis. But the point here is, Debashish, because all of us are running around all day doing live shows, we have deadlines, we have to write, you have to take photographs. These little acts of hospitality mean so much to us journalists. Tell us about a
Yeah,
few
and I
stories.
was talking to our good friend Amit Shah. There will be something for the media
Oh,
as well,
really?
and
Once
there's and
again?
they have a nice gesture. Means obviously they are having some thing in the media center, if I'm not
I
wrong.
have no idea.
Yeah, the Bala Sahib Thakre Media Center. They are having something organized, and also
Oh,
there will means obviously as is the case with all the state associations, there will be
CAB
something
also
for the
had.
media as well. We got it in the by the
Yeah,
Cricket Association of Bengal. Here also,
yeah.
MCA will be gifting all the media who are covering this match, who has traveled all the way across the country and the world to cover this match. They means these are nice gesture. Means obviously we take the pain to stay out in the sun, do our live shows, and on the hard day means covering the practice sessions, writing copies, taking photographs, and I think and when you see such gestures, it feels good. It feels good. Yes, actually means then you are also being taken care of. So that's the best part.
Shubhayan, when we talk about this part of the world, how much are you expecting dew to be a factor? Kolkata, I somehow, from where we were sitting, it looked like there was dew. But there were very conflicting reports because some of the people were saying that there was no dew at all.
No, no, there was dew in Kolkata, definitely. Devashish actually clicked photos of ground staff running around with ropes,
Yes,
and that means there was dew. Maybe you did
because
not
it
see.
it was Yuzvendra Chahal who was doing his broadcast
Right.
and he was saying that there's no dew,
No, 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 no. But there's no chance in Kolkata.
which I was very
If
perplexed to hear.
there's no chance in Kolkata that there won't be any dew. But here also I'm expecting a bit of dew. It's right behind beside the Arabian Sea, Marine Drive, and if the weather remains clear like it has been for the last couple of days, it will there will be definitely dew, and toss has always been a crucial factor
Yeah.
at the Wankhede Stadium. So expecting the toss to again once again play a crucial role, and like in Eden Gardens, hopefully Surya Kumar Yadav will win the toss this time.
Hopefully. But Gautam Gambhir also spoke about India versus England. He said that they're not an easy team at all. But at the same time, when we talk about Wankhede, it is a tough place to play cricket at. Last time around, India versus USA, we all know what happened. But are you expecting maybe a fresher pitch or something that is more conducive for batting?
Yeah, absolutely, and that is what you want for a semi-final
Yeah,
game. You don't want the pitch to be double-paced or slow, because I mean people pay their money to see
a
entertainment,
long
and this is
concert.
all about high screen. You take the example of Eden Gardens. It was a fantastic wicket. Means no one has any complaints. Even Chennai
Chennai.
means 400 runs being chased, and 200 runs being chased, and I think that is what you want when you talk about a T20 game. Yes, test matches. Yes, you can see, but I don't see. Yes, dew might be a factor here as well, but I think it is going to be a high scoring affair here as well. And both the teams are stacked with some tremendous stroke players. But unfortunately, though, for England, only their captain is firing in all. But apart from them, none of the other batters has crossed 200.
Yeah.
So I think that keeps the Indian bowlers. They will have their tails up against this England batting.
Shubhayan, a funny little anecdote here. Sanju Samson made his comeback redemption of sorts at Eden Gardens, but there was one more man who made his comeback, who had a redemption.
Who?
Shujon Mukherjee.
But again, he has been he's once again in controversy after someone asked him whether KKR will get some home advantage or
And he
not.
said no.
He said no, only they will only get the home advantage during practice sessions, pitch and all. He will take care of it. So he's once again among
Oh no.
headlines.
No matter how much he
He
tries
loves
to,
being in the news. He
in the
loves being in
headlines.
the news.
Exactly.
Ask Debashish that he knows
Is
the best.
is he the most famous pitch curator? Do you think, or will it be Lee Curtis?
Obviously, one of the most popular character
Hundred
when it comes
percent.
to pitch curators here in India, across the venues I'm talking about. And he loves being in attention. And I have no problem whatsoever.
It's okay. He can express his opinion. It's fine, and
If
and we love
BCCI
it.
stops curators from speaking to
Talking.
the media, then I think it will be due to Sujan Mukherjee.
No, but the other pitch curator, very famous one that comes to my mind, is obviously Lee Curtis. Oval.
Lee Fortis.
Lee Fortis. Sorry. Is Lee Curtis someone?
Lee Fortis.
Lee Fortis.
Oh, I thought. Anyway, Lee Fortis. Yes. Whatever happened back at the Oval, that was a funny one. But Debashish, what I want to talk about now is win the toss to what?
I would say win the toss and bat first. Means bat first.
Oh,
That is a
due.
positive move. Means you post a total, means you bat out the opposition.
Yeah.
And so means obviously, um, I think dew won't be that much means concerning. Eden Gardens, the dew was very heavy. Means, but I think here in Wankhede, ideally you bat out the opposition by posting, and remember with the players will be free. Means when you have that burden of chasing a big total,
Yeah.
there's always that pressure. Means all of a sudden you might have a partnership, but at the same time you might see two wickets tumbling in a jiffy, and then all of a sudden the pressure comes on you. But when you are batting first, that makes it a little bit easier, I would say.
Okay, I think Shomik is joining us because he has some update to give us regarding Pakistan cricket. But that entire situation, Shubhayan, the reports that we're hearing about the players being fined 50 lakh rupees for their incompetence or unsatisfactory performance in the World Cup,
Yeah, but it's baffling. It's typical Pakistan
I don't
cricket, and
even know what to say.
yeah, 50 lakhs. I mean, someone like a Babar Azam or Shaheen Afridi can pay that, but What about younger players like a Khwaja Nafi or someone else in that age group? So for that, I think it's typical Pakistan cricket, I would say. And Alim Dar has also resigned after that. So what to say?
You know, Devashish, the point is not that it's 50 lakh rupees. Obviously, that's a huge concern. Even if it was 10 rupees, the point is it's a wrong thing to do, right? The performances don't rest on player themselves. Not they are not the only persons here to blame. You think of the entire situation, the way that the entire circuit has been politicized. There's no real pipeline for talent in Pakistan. So the entire system is to blame. It's not only the players.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And what message are you say is
Exactly.
putting means of putting it across means obviously then players will be a bit concerned that suppose if I fail, suppose if I don't do well for my country, what happens? Will I get fined? And PCB is not a rich body like BCCI. Means even a Ranji Trophy
And
cricketer he
what will
gets
with will
heavily
they do
paid.
with that money?
So I think it's concerning, yes, but it is means for me it is their headache. Means I Pakistan Cricket Board and
Stay out
Pakistan
of it.
it's their headache. It's better to stay out because Indian team is right now in couple of days from now will be playing their semi final. So I for one will be more interested in the Indian team rather than talking about Pakistan.
Shubhayan, when it comes to the playing 11 for Team India, a lot of people asking for Kuldeep's inclusion. Do you think this wicket asks for it?
No, no, no. I don't think there will be any change whatsoever in the Indian playing 11. Kuldeep's best chance was to play against Pakistan in Colombo. But I don't think there will be any change whatsoever in the playing 11, same 11. And now, since they have found a winning combination, I think they will stick with it.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, Anit Sadhu is saying Team India is not at its best apart from Bumrah. No bowler is doing great.
Come on, Onyx Sadhu is a regular viewer. Means let's be optimistic. Onyx, means obviously we are just couple of days from the big semi-final. Means
Yeah.
let's not think negative.
Arshdeep has played cricket.
Means and since Bumrah has got picked 9 wickets,
Yes.
Arshdeep has got 8 wickets or so. Varun Chakravarti has 12 wickets. So it's not that the bowlers have performed badly. Means yes. Means and in
Exactly.
this format the bowlers will be taken for runs. So let's back our bowlers. Yes, and the best. Yes, only concern to me is the sixth bowling option because Shivam Dubey, despite taking wickets, he has gone for a lot of runs, almost 13 runs, and that's a bit too much. But at the same time, there are options. Yes, you have Abhishek Sharma who can roll his arms, maybe 1 or 2 overs. So means it's not
Yeah,
alarming, I would
yeah.
say. But let's back our bowlers.
The main point here is that your number eight has to be an all rounder. That's all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Shamik Chakrabarti has joined us. He's in. Where is he now? Oh, you're in Mumbai only.
I'm in.
Because your name says Candy, so I was
No,
confused.
no.
Neil, if you can please change that. But Shamik, we might not be able to hear you very well, but please go ahead and give our viewers the news update from Pakistan.
See, Gargi, it's a full-on meltdown. Number one, and the fact of the matter is that news is there is a clear case of division in Pakistan cricket. Yesterday, the news came that Alim Dar stepped down as a selector in Pakistan cricket, and today news is coming that there is a clear case of there's a clear case of difference of opinion. Alim Dar didn't want Babar Azam and Shadab Khan in the Pakistan T20 World Cup squad, and a lot of selectors didn't want them. But Mike Hassan, the head coach, he vetoed him. Mike Hassan vetoed, although Mike Hassan, I don't know in Pakistan, as far as Pakistan Cricket Board's constitution is concerned, Mike Hassan, the head coach, has a vote in the selection meeting. But the news is that Mike Hassan vetoed the the majority of the selectors to include Babar Azam and Shadab Khan. And after the World Cup, this is the reason, this is basically the reason why Alim Dar, a former ICC elite panel umpire, he has stepped down. They have, and we have also received reports about the Pakistan Cricket Board fining every player 5 million Pakistan rupees. But then again, that is on the face of it, it feels like playing to the gallery because they find their cricketers and cancel the NOCs to play in different T20 leagues after the Asia Cup failure. Um, a month down the line, that was revoked. There is a school of thought in Pakistan cricket that Mohsin Naqvi is trying to wash his hands off of the entire debacle, and that's why the cricketers are being scapegoated. They have been made the sacrificial lambs, and before the PSL, there's a school of thought that this punitive measure of fining players 5 million Pakistani rupees would be revoked as well. This is just to shoot the anger of Pakistani fans.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, Shomik, but the news here is Shomik is reporting that Mike Hessen vetoed the vote in the selection committee meeting of including Babar Azam and Shadab Khan in the team, right, Shomik?
Yes,
And the other,
absolutely.
yeah,
And this is the reason why, this is one of the reasons why yesterday Alim
which
Daha
is why Alim
stepped down as a selector.
yeah. So your thoughts on this, Devashish?
Yeah, obviously, means, when you are picked in the playing in the 15-member squad, means you should take calls rationally rather than means just for the sake of taking a call. You shouldn't take it. Means yes, Babar Azam did not live up to his expectations, but in Pakistan he is one of your best batter going around. Means obviously
Especially
when
for
you
conditions in Colombo.
exactly, and that is why he was picked
Yeah,
at the first count. And then now with all this talk about why was he included, he shouldn't have been picked at the first count. Means but then after being picked in this, because according to the conditions he was picked. Means because
yeah.
the matches were played in Colombo.
Finally, I'll go over to you, Shomik, before I close the show. How are you looking at the contest between India and England? Obviously, dew will be a huge factor here. Are you hearing anything about the kind of wicket that we're going to see?
The pitch is likely to be full of runs. The first match India played here against the USA, it aided. I mean, it was not very good for stroke play, but it's a red soil pitch and it will have bounce. It's a red soil pitch. It will have bounce. The fast bowlers initially, those who can move the ball and hit the deck, they will get some purchase. So this is one thing. But and there is a subplot also. I have written a copy on that. That it is a battle of wits between two KKR, between the two KKR old boys, Gautam Gambhir and Brendan McCallum. Their coaching career were shaped. They both for both their coaching careers were shaped by KKR, and it's a battle of wits between the two KKR old boys.
All right. On that note, we'll take your leave. We'll be back very soon. Of course, tonight, India practices under lights from 7 p.m. onwards. Not sure why that. No, 7 p.m. There was an update. Yeah, there was an update on the group. Not sure why that 1 hour delay happened. But anyway, we'll be there. We'll be giving you all the updates. Ahead of that, I think England practice in the afternoon. So we'll give you updates on that as well. For the time being, stay tuned to Rev Sports. We'll be back very soon. Thank you.